Well, hello, good morning, and welcome back to Here Today, Where Tomorrow. My name's Rob, and on today's video, we are going to show you a family harbor room aboard the Carnival Celebration. We just boarded a couple hours ago. We're just getting to our room now. I got the family harbor lounge behind me. I'll give you a tour of that as well in this video. Come with me as we check out our stateroom 4324. You first walk in, you see this is a pretty standard stateroom. This is a family harbor ocean view, not a family harbor suite with the two bathrooms, but this is the room across the hall from the Ocean Harbor Lounge. So first we come to the back of the door, which has the Carnival Celebration and all of the emergency information, including your muster station, which is C6. Then here on the right side, as you enter in, we have the thermostat. You have a key card that allows you to turn on and off the lights. This is the hallway light, and then this is the master switch for the big light. Across that, we do have plenty of shelves. Wish there's a little bit better lighting in here. Here on the left side, once you enter in, you have two of your 4 closets here. This one does have your safe, a couple of slide out drawers, and then a big slide out for shoes. And these do lift up if you want to have more hanging space, or you can put them down for more shelves. That's the first 2. Then we have a whole nother 2 here. Same thing, we have some shelves that we can put up for long hanging storage, or some shelves. And then of course we have your full length mirror with a sexy man in it. Hello, hi, that's me. Across the way we do have our bathroom. We have some towel hooks here and the light for the bathroom. And here we have pretty standard bathroom. We got some shelves there with a really cool mirror. Well, hello there. And we have good storage down below with a little trash can. Lots of towels and a tiny little sink, and another mirror with a handsome guy in it who's most likely to order Eggs Benedict, because that's who I am. This is one of those interesting hinge doors. They like hinge kind of in the middle. Pretty interesting. I'm gonna turn you around here. Not the biggest shower, but definitely not the smallest shower. I am now in here with you, and you are in here with me. Adjustable head here, which is nice for the taller and the shorter ones. Then of course you got your shower gel, shampoo, etc. And then you have your wire here for hanging up your towels and bathing suits and things. Not bad, not bad at all. Heading back out into the room. On the right side here we do have our couch, which is supposed to be set up as a bed for Madison. That's okay. And we have a reading light here, which is nice. Across the way here, we have our waters we ordered, and then we have a good amount of storage. You have your Dometic fridge right here. Then we have your hair dryer down there, a couple of big ones. Of course, your laundry. So good storage here in the room. You do have some shelves here above your phone, and then a nice big vanity, a beautiful light, and a handsome man. Something I am excited about is all the power options here. You have 2 sets of 2 USB-As and then 3 households. That's awesome, except for the fact that there are no household outlets by the bed. And as a CPAP user, that means I have to run an extension cord across the floor over here to the power. So somebody put poison the water hole. Somebody put household outlets next to the beds. Please, not that hard. but there are USBs there. I'll show you. Here we have our little chair, which actually serves an ottoman. Then there's a little storage in there. You can flip that top for kind of like a little table space. Trash can. You have an adjoining room if you want to have some friends. And over here we have a small end table for those staying here. Nice little end tables, cool for a phone, a book, etc. And you do have a USB-A for your phone. And you have a little reading light here, which is nice. Nice big bed, as per usual, the casual, twins set up into a king. You have the same thing over here, reading light and a USB-A and little nightstand. Now that is directly across from the TV. I do wish the TV was maybe a little closer to the couch, but that's okay. Then over here we have a ocean view window with a little bit of a seat, which is kind of neat. And then out there is Miami. So this was a tour of 4324, a family harbor ocean view. Not a suite, ocean view room. And then eventually, as long as they open it, because they haven't opened it yet, but when they open it, we'll go check out the family harbor lounge.
So directly across the hall from our room is the Family Harbor Lounge, which has quite a few TVs. It has a couple of gaming systems, lots of table and chairs. In fact, these tables right here are actually shorter for kids, which is pretty cool. They do have food here, more like snacks, finger foods type things. They'll do sandwiches and things like that throughout the day. And then you do have access to an ice cream machine. We had the Bubbles package, so we would come in here and get a couple of sodas. The coffee maker was really good, and then they had yogurts and milk and things like that in that little cooler. Have a little hand wash station. It's a nice little buffet. Their hours were a little interesting. They were very short when it comes to food, but as you can see here, there's one of the TVs with a PlayStation controller. And then on the other side over here, they had a couple more TVs with controllers as well. Lots of places to hang out, especially if you have a pretty big group. And then across here, they have board games like Clue and Checkers and Jenga. And they also have a bunch of books. It was a nice little spot. If you like this video and want to see more, please head on over to the channel and subscribe. And if you want to get notified, ring that little bell. We upload new videos every week.